Friends and well-wishers, Har Har Mahadev. I spoke a lot in the past 2 days. It was basically on what has happened in the past and what is happening at the present. Then Abhishek Goyal has come across for a settlement, and today is a relaxing day for me. I've been relaxing, and let us see what happens tomorrow. I have no clues, no phone call yet, because if there has to be a meeting tomorrow, I should get at least some information by evening, and it cannot be just 1 hour before and they don't give me time. Right, anyway, now the thing I want to discuss or tell all of you today is that if this doesn't settle tomorrow, then what is my option? There are several options. I'll discuss them one by one. The first is I go to CBI and file this complaint. I read the complaint before you all yesterday, and I'm sure you all must have gone through it several times, whoever is interested in going through. Now, going to CBI, I will not do the same mistake which I did in Viman Nagar police station. A lot of you are aware. In Viman Nagar, I wanted the senior police officer, Mr. Vilas Sonde, to take my complaint down. So he kept saying today, evening, tomorrow, day after, Abhi, Mr. Sonde is not here, the writer is not here, suddenly the lights go off, and a lot of things. And he delayed by about 8 to 10 days. And I sat there for dharna in the morning at about 9:30. And Mr. Sonde and the writer together, they came at about 2 to the police station. And he convinced me that, Mr. Chhabria, please don't do dharna, get up from here, it is illegal. I said, okay, if it is illegal, then arrest me. I had a major scrap with him legally. I don't abuse anybody unnecessarily. I don't have that abusive language in my mouth. Hence, I got the roof down. First he got very annoyed and he said, isko arrest karo. I said, yes, I want you to arrest me so that you produce me before the court, and I will tell the court that you are not taking my complaint. He immediately sat down and he offered me cashew nuts, he offered me coffee, that your BP will go high. I said, no, nothing happens to me, my BP doesn't rise for these small issues. Fine. And then he requested me with folded hands, come tomorrow, I will take your complaint. Now he took my complaint, sorry, and he gave me a receiving copy that he's received it. That was the biggest mistake he did. He should have done whatever. I mean, Sanjeev Bajaj should have done whatever at that moment. Mr. Sonde tells me on the table, what is your requirement? I'll do the settlement with Sanjeev Bajaj. I said, no, you cannot do it. You cannot. This is not your cup of tea. You are not of that level. You need some basic IQ and intelligence to settle between two, people where there's a business deal. Anyway, now he took the complaint. He was not investigating. I went there every morning, every evening. अभी बुलाता हूँ, मैम को बुलाता हूँ, अंजलि गिलोरकर को बुलाता हूँ, इसको करता हूँ, whatever. He didn't do it. In 8 days, he gave me a slip with a copy of the complaint stating that I am unable to investigate in this matter as there is bribes to the police. There are big politicians involved. Hence, you go to High Court. I said, thank you very much, Mr. Sonde, this is what I wanted. So now I told you the story in short is, now the same thing I will not repeat with the CBI. After I go to the CBI tomorrow, I will take a written complaint with me and I will go and give it to him. He has to immediately accept it and stamp it and sign it. Whether he wants to investigate or no, that is another story. Delhi will control CBI, I know it, I'm very well aware, and I want them to control CBI because I have some plans if they start controlling CBI, because CBI is under the central government and the central government is looking into my case. And I'm naming all these people in the CBI complaint. How can they control it? Okay, fine, let them control it. What will happen? In the next 2 days, 3 days, I'll file a petition before the Honorable High Court. I'm sure I'm not mistaken, but I will correct myself again. Now there is online filing. Sitting at home, I'll prepare. I'll go out, get it notarized, scanned, and file it online. And I get my number. It's get numbered. Now what happens? Who withdraws this case? Nobody can. This complaint is against the judges, my dear friends. It's against the judges. The judges will never let me withdraw this complaint, never. How can you, even if it is there with the registrar will not let me withdraw this complaint because there are complaints lying with CBI. And I've attached the same complaint in the petition, and I'm going before a writ before the bench. And my prayer is only one, my dear friends, only one. I want the bench to direct CBI to finish the investigation, close the investigation, and file a charge sheet in 60 days. The court may say, no, Mr. Chhabria, 60 days, it cannot be done. I will give you 90 days or 120 days. Thank you, my lord. That's it, my prayers. It will be allowed. Because the judge knows that there are several judges here who have been corrupted by Mr. Sharad Pawarji. Now what do? I cannot say no, I cannot throw the petition out. I cannot dismiss the petition. It will be allowed, my prayers. Now CBI has to work on it. Now what will CBI do? CBI will call everybody involved in this case. One minute, I'm just reading a few points. Now, I'm a champion of Dharna. Sanjeev Bajaj knows it. Twice, I've sat outside Sanjeev Bajaj's office in Viman Nagar, Bajaj Finserv. I've sat there and I was asked to vacate and get up by the police for whatever reason. And once, the Honorable High Court directed me to get up from the Dharna. And the Honorable High Court in their order have mentioned that if you have anything, if you require justice, come before us. Come before us and we will give you justice, no sitting on Dharna. Now I am going to attach that order of the Honorable High Court in my petition that I have come for justice. Every judge is managed. How can you give me justice? Right? Dharna is one thing which I am a champion, I said. If required, I will sit on Dharna. And Dharna can be done anywhere. I can do it at my office, in front of a camera, CC camera. I'll put up a CC camera and I'll sit before it. I will send an email to the Honorable High Court and CBI, Human Rights, the media, the PMO's office, the opposition, everywhere. 24 hours, my dear friends, nothing happens. Nothing. The police will come, but every 2 hours. Anybody sitting on a dharna has to give a letter to the Commissioner of Police, Pune. And he appoints somebody to keep a watch on me, whether I'm okay. Now I am surviving on drugs because of my bypass. Blood thinners and Stamlo 5 mg to keep all my organs in place. I need to eat to take these tablets. If I don't, there's a risk to my heart. And I will write all this before the commissioner before sitting on the dharna. Now what does the commissioner do? He appoints somebody. He's watching me. After 24 hours, it starts ticking. The clock. Tick, 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 tick. Then people will start coming to me. The media will start. Somebody will definitely come from Bombay High Court because the email is going to Bombay High Court and I'm sitting against the judges, against High Court. I'm sitting on dharna. They will not let me sit, my dear friends. They will not. Okay, I'll sit. What will come? High Court will immediately write an email to the Commissioner of Police or the Chief Principal Judge of District and Sessions Court, Pune. Ask Mr. Chhabria to get up from the dharna and we will allow whatever his prayers. My prayers are, here my petition, the CBI petition. That's all. My prayer will be only one. I don't need anything else from anybody. Mahadev is great. Now, I will be called to High Court. I will be heard because this is a special case against judges. What I think is, or I assume, this petition will be heard by the Chief Justice of Bombay High Court and not by anybody else. Maybe it's a 2-bench or a 3-bench. Very rarely in Bombay it is a 3-bench, it's only 2-bench. Rare cases. So this is a very rare case. Mr. Sharad Pawar ji has bribed all the cases, all the judges in my cases since 2010. Yesterday I mentioned to you all that this order is fraud, the order of acquittal. It is fraud. That judge or the learned magistrate has received a very big amount to pass that order. Now what will happen when I tell the judge that I want this CBI investigation and so? Sorry, I'm pausing for a second. That order, which is bogus, fraud, Sanjeev Bajaj knows it. What are the lacunas? Not the lacunas. That order has been made as per the requirement of Sanjeev Bajaj and IDBI Bank, along with the center. Because here in this order, center is also party, income tax department, sales tax department. In the next 3 months, I told a lot of people that I'm following Rule 21/90. It's approximately 12 days today since that rule. 90 days is maximum for what? I want that order to be, that case to be reopened in Pune, where the order is bogus. And it will be allowed. It will be allowed. Once that case reopens, I will ask for a short time, expedite it, and it may be heard by retired judges of High Court, not by a magistrate, because the magistrate was corrupted. Now, the 2 judges, retired judges, will hear me in a chamber, not in open court. I've already filed my statements, my arguments are there. My arguments, whatever they state, is the truth, depending on the documents and the evidences I've submitted. But the order doesn't state any of my documents. It doesn't state anything on my arguments. Prosecution to never argued. He didn't argue the prosecution. So the arguments on record are only mine. Now this case will be reopened. If this case reopens, Sanjeev Bajaj, Chairman of IDBI, Chairman of Union Bank, Commissioner of Income Tax, Pune, Commissioner of Sales Tax, Pune, and a lot of other people who are involved in this case, in this matter. For example, Anjali Gilorkar. A lot of people will be behind bars. This is the reason Sanjeev Bajaj has been sending a lot of people to me, lot of them. I'll name a few. Ranjit Singh Moite Patil. He's a BJP MP. Prior to this, he was an NCP MP with Mr. Sharad Pawar ji. He came to me through one Mr. Makarand Brahme, and they offered me 7,700 at that moment. 7,200. I was willing to settle He tells me, you need to fly with me tomorrow, Mr. Chabria. We have booked a charter. And I said, where to? Why Delhi? So he said, Amit Shah ji ke saath meeting hai. Dear friends, you have a meeting with Mr. Amit Shah. And I've written all this. Before the Viman Nagar police station and in the criminal complaint for CBI investigation, the writ petition, all these things are there. The other person who came to me was Dr. Rajni Indulkar. She is Mr. Sharad Pawar's brother's daughter. She agreed to the settlement. She said, I will settle it in the next 4 days, Mr. Chabria. You will get your money. I will see to it that Sanjeev Bajaj pays you. I said, okay, ma'am. She was very kind, a nice woman. I said, thank you, ma'am. Har Har Mahadev. And I left. In that meeting, Neeta Rao Patil was there, my witness. She's my biggest witness in this case, everywhere. Right? What happened in the next few days after this meeting with Mr. Indulkar Thai? Mr. Rahul Bajaj passed away. And I said, as on humanitarian grounds, let me not discuss anything or call anybody. But I said, yes, 4 days I can wait. 4 days nothing. After 4 days, this one gentleman, Mr. Bishambar Goyal, his name is there in the petition, a close aide of Mr. Sharad Pawar, of Goyal Builders. He comes and tells me, नहीं, हम मारवाड़ी हैं, हमारे में 17 दिन तक कुछ नहीं करते किशोर जी. ओ वाह, I said, मैं भी हिंदू है, आप भी हिंदू हैं, हमारे में तो 13वें दिन रहता है. For 13 days you are not allowed to do anything. He said, नहीं, 17 दिन. I said, okay, 17 दिन, wait. 17 दिन. This is more than a year back. And Mr. Sanjeev Bajaj is still coming. Father passed away. Maybe due to any reason. He had stress. Stress of Kishore Chabria. He had major stress. You gave me stress, Mr. Rahul Bajaj. I'm sorry he's not there, late Rahul Bajaj. But I have to address him because you all should know. You gave me so much stress that I had to go through a bypass. Why did I go through a bypass? All because of you. Whatever you did towards me. You sent gundas to attack me. Why? Mr. Sanjeev Bajaj and even Rahul Bajaj was alive at that moment. I was attacked. I had several fractures. I had stitches. I have a mark here, a big one. I filed an application before the same court, court number 5, that I have been attacked and here I have got bruises, my shoulder is fractured and so has happened. They tried to kill me because I went to High Court to get an expedite order. That application is still pending. My dear friends, in court number 5, an order of acquittal has come. You need to proceed. It's the judge's duty, the learned magistrate's duty to proceed against all the victims. I mean all the accused. I was the victim. Did you do it? No. You took a lot of money from Mr. Bajaj or Mr. Sharad Pawar. Now this is confirmed. Abhishek Goyal, an idiot, he left all this trail behind of evidences that we are going to manage him for your case now, court number 5. Go die now. So my case will be reopened. Now what will happen? My complaint is there, the police is there. I had gone to police station. I tell you why I was attacked. I went to the police station, Yaroda police station, where I was arrested. And I had gone to send a letter of dharna that I am going to sit on dharna and so, whatever complaint. I left the police station and somewhere next to Pune Club swimming pool, RSI Club, people came on bikes and they kicked me so hard on my bike. I was on my two-wheeler. I was just flung. Mahadev is great. I was saved. What are you trying to do? So now, coming back to the same thing, all this is going to reopen. The policies. Sanjeev Bajaj has issued me 4 policies of the same number. Wow. Can you do it? Are there 4 currencies, notes of the same number? Are there any vehicles of the same number? No. How can be there 4 policies of the same number? This is where Sanjeev Bajaj is stuck up. The biggest blunder. He's not issued me 4 policies. If he's issued me 4 policies, he must have issued another 400 to other clients. This is the part of investigation by Enforcement Directorate. This is all black money. You're collecting a premium from people, from public, and you're putting them in some shell account and transferring overseas. This all will be now investigated. All this. From where have you arranged that 58,500? Is it this black money which has been rooted and now in HSBC Bank? There are a lot of things. So now I will continue. It's 20. Whoever is interested should watch. Now what will happen? CBI, High Court, and I relax. Now let them run about. Now you cannot withdraw. None of them. No CBI complaint. What will Centre do? Centre cannot do anything, even if it is theirs. This is a democracy. You cannot control CBI. Once there is a complaint registered, they have to investigate. And who's the complainant? Me, who has thorough criminal knowledge, who doesn't have any lawyer. I have done my own study into criminal law. I am going to contest this case in court. I will blow up the court. I will bring the roof down. This is only a few things I'm telling you all, friends. A few things. There are many things attached. Many things which will open up. The Pandora box is going to open. I put this on my social media a year back. Mr. Bajaj, don't let me open the Pandora box. Hence he sent all these people to me for negotiation and settlement. So many lawyers came to me for settlement. Why? You're worried. 7,200 you couldn't give me. And today you're paying me 58,500. Who's paying me? Abhishek has told me Centre is paying me. Why? Now I understand. Centre is stuck up in this case. Centre is very much in deep trouble because of my case. Majorly income tax. And the judiciary comes under the President of India. But here, who's controlling it? The PM office. Who's at risk? The PM office. Elections are due. If this case opens up, everything is finished. BJP will finish. And these are again Abhishek's words. He is going to, at 1 minute, I'll just deviate a little. The first thing somebody will be shot at the moment will be Abhishek Goyal. Okay, I'll continue. He tells me, Mr. Chhabria, if you go to High Court, या आप CBI का फाइल करते हैं, if you do anything, सरकार कोलैप्स हो जाएगी. Don't do anything. ऐसा कोई काम नहीं करना जिससे तकलीफ हो जावे मिस्टर छाबरिया. आपको कोर्ट में से सिर्फ 27,000 करोड़ मिलने वाले हैं. मैं आपको 58,500 दे रहा हूं. मेहरबानी कर रहा है क्या? खुद का पैसा दे रहा है तू? Whose money is it? It's not your money. I have been to court and my prayers state 27,000 crores I need along with interest at the rate of 24% for 3 years. That is equivalent to about 60,000 crores today. What are you doing? तू मेहरबानी कर रहा है 58,500 देके? No. You're not doing anything. You're not doing me a favor. I am doing a favor to you all by not going to court and not registering the CBI. I am waiting for you to settle out of court. This is my country. I don't want Republic of India to fall. Nobody overseas. America will start laughing. You think this will not come in the media? 100% this will be out in the media if I go to High Court. 100% it will come to me in media if I go to CBI. Nobody can control it. Nobody can control it. Social media. If the media doesn't come, I'll do social media. I'm a Maharati of social media. I know how to do it. I will see that everything collapses. And then what happens if I do social media about this? There will be a suo motu case registered against me by Supreme Court. Because I will name CJI. Mr. Chandrachud, the Honorable Chief Justice of Supreme Court. In every social media photograph, he will be there. That your judiciary is corrupt. I need justice. There will be a suo motu case registered against me because this is contempt of court. I am putting up his photograph. He cannot. Contempt of court, so even Sanjeev Bajaj has done many pending before High Court. He has no, I don't want to use any word. He cannot proceed with those cases. What is contempt? You bribe the judges pass false orders, and then I should be waiting in queue to be heard in CBI before the High Court. Social media, dharna. If I sit on dharna, after 24 hours, even the media will come in. What do you require, Mr. Chhabria? क्या मेरे मरने बाद आएंगे? Will they wait for me to die? Or will they wait for the police to take me to the hospital? To give me a saline? For what? I have experienced all these things in the 14 years. I've got a lot of, not general knowledge, my own experience. I have done all this and I know how to create. The ruckus they have created. And I'm trying to, okay. Let us. Now, in my complaint, this is the last point. In my complaint to the CBI, I've secured ma'am. I'll do anything in this world. I'll do the impossible in this world to save ma'am. Why? There is an attachment. I don't want to name what is the attachment. People will relate to. That's why I kept this as a secret. There is an attachment, not from here, from heaven. I have not been introduced to ma'am. Ma'am has not been introduced to me. It's several of, not generations, many. We know each other. We don't talk to each other, but we can understand each other. We talk to each other. Telepathy. Y'all may think I'm an idiot. I'm not. Very few people get this chance. I always kept saying I'm son of Mahadev. My sixth eye is open. You have to do a lot of penance for that. 12 years of penance. Wearing black every day. Only on a bike. I don't sit in a car. Until and unless it's an emergency, I don't go for a holiday. I don't socialize. I don't meet anybody. I don't do anything. That is penance, tapascharya, for me to win. I'm not a slave. Anybody's slave. I'm very close one-on-one with Mahadev. And when I did this, I've achieved everything. Today, everything is in my favor. And when Mahadev is giving me, if this settles tomorrow at 58,500 plus interest, whatever interest they're giving, so much of money will go for charity. I will secure my family first. My first family and my second family to be. I will secure them initially on day one. And then the balance money will go to a charity. How much money? I really cannot say here. That I will plan with my second family. How much to do. Now, I've told you practically everything. The final thing, now whose requirement is to settle out of court? Mr. Amit Shah. I'll name him first. Now the center. I didn't tell you all in the past 2 days anything. I have to say because tomorrow I may need to file. Why was I called to Delhi by Abhishek? There was a meeting arranged with Mr. Amit Shah by Abhishek Goyal. He's told me several times before Neeta Rao and on a call and on a voice message. So why meeting with Amit Shah? He says don't write anything about Mr. Pawar on social media. He's helping you. He's paying the money. Wow. Yes. Go on saying, Mr. Abhishek, he said so many things. He's not mental. Is he mental? That the court will say, no, he's mental. This case cannot be registered. He's not mental. He has been sent to me. He's calling me up every time. He's been meeting me before the evidences. Now he cannot say that I'm mental. Then you are a fraud. You have cheated, Mr. Chhabria. You have done all these things. Put him to jail. दो फटका खाएगा ना CBI में. Friends, दो फटका, he'll vomit out everything. I know what police station is. I've been there. How do they hit you? If they want to torture somebody and get something out, no, they will not hit you. They will hit somebody else in front of you. With what? I don't know what do you call it in English. In Hindi, girni. Marathi mein, girni. There's a girni where you go and take your wheat and get flour. So there's a roller and there is a belt on it, right? Now part of that belt, it is about 2 feet with a wooden handle. That belt is about 1/2 inch and about 5 inch broad. And they hit you. One, it doesn't leave a mark, but it breaks your bones. I know how they torture. What will happen to Abhishek? He'll vomit everything. It's not easy. CBI is not easy. And CBI will have to register my case. I've told you everything, I will not repeat. Now, ma'am, this is just for you. Be bold. Be fearless. Nothing will happen. Mahadev will save you. I have read the complaint. And you will be the last one who will be called. Abhishek will be the first one to call. If you are called into CBI, I am sure you will do exactly what you need to do. I don't have to tell you. Whether in court or a settlement outside court tomorrow, you will be a billionaire's wife. It is 7.5 billion, ma'am. 7.5 billion USD. And we shall be joint owners. You just relax. Nothing is going to happen. It's just a matter of 2 days. Today and tomorrow. Hopefully they should not allow me to go to CBI. Hopefully after hearing all this. Though they are aware. Aware? Bajaj is aware. Pawar Sahib is aware. Amit Shah ji is aware also. They have think tanks with them. But are the think tanks capable to think as me? What I am thinking? Hence I am giving them a warning before I start actions. Because I am true. I am not that person ki, chupao yaar, mat bolo kisi ko. You cannot tell this. You cannot open your cards. Losers, liars do all this. I am an open book. That's all. Har Har Mahadev.